When you're thinking about what to post on Instagram, do you ever catch yourself scrolling, saving posts from other businesses and thinking, I can totally tweak this to make it work for mine? You tweak it, you throw it up, and between snack requests and school runs, you check back and there's just crickets. That's because copying random posts isn't a strategy. A real strategy is when every post works together to connect with your audience and lead them toward buying. And planning it ahead of time makes that happen without wasting hours on content that doesn't get results. I know planning seems really overwhelming. That's why on January 6th, I'm starting my Plan It, Post It, Profit Challenge, and I will help you create an entire month of Instagram content that actually works to grow your business and make more sales. Sign up now at the link in the show notes and let's stop wasting time on posts that don't pay off.
If you've ever felt like you are constantly working on your business but never actually getting ahead, this is the episode for you. Because here's the thing. Working more hours does not necessarily equal making more money. I run my business in less than 8 hours a week, somewhere around there, and I still make sales, grow my audience, and serve my clients. And it's not because I'm cutting corners or getting lucky. It's because I've built my business around my life and not the other way around. In this episode, I'm going to share how I do that so you can implement some of these things as well. Welcome to the Mompreneur Mastery Podcast, where we share actionable Instagram strategies that fit into a busy mom's schedule so that you can get more engagement, more leads, and more sales in less time. I'm Sydney O'Brien, an Instagram strategist who started my business with 3 kids under 5 and found a way to do it without sacrificing quality time with my family and only working 2 hours a day. I love helping other mom business owners find that seemingly impossible mom work-life balance instead of spending too much time creating content that isn't getting them the results they want. If you're an overwhelmed but very ambitious business owner and you want to strategize the heck out of your Instagram account so that you can save time and make more sales, you're in the right place. So right off the bat, I want to let you know I absolutely hate hustle culture. I hate it so much. My whole life is not about working and grinding or whatever. That's not for me. I homeschool my kids, which doesn't take a ton of time during the day because they're so young and there's only 3 people as opposed to managing an entire classroom. So we spend a lot of the day playing and doing fun stuff. And every other Friday, we have field trip Friday. So we go to the zoo, we go to museums, we go to aquariums, whatever sounds fun. And while we're out, I'm still making sales because the work I have done is continuing to bring in revenue without me having to be there. I see so many business owners, especially moms, stuck in this cycle of doing more because they think that is the only way to grow. They think more posts equals more engagement, more hours equals more success, which can be the case. It absolutely can be. The more time you put into it, the more you get out of it if you're doing the right things. But it doesn't have to be. You don't have to spend as much time to be successful if you're doing the right things in the right way. So when we get stuck on that hustle and grind of work, it leads to burnout. You spend so much time on certain tasks that you skip out on other ones. You feel guilty when you're not working, so you're constantly half present with your families. And honestly, that's not the kind of business I ever want to build. Instead of focusing on working more, I focus on systems so I can automate as much as possible so I'm not tied to my laptop. I focus on strategy so I make sure that each piece of content that I'm putting out there actually works for me and my business, which saves me a ton of time and gets me more sales. And then I also look at the tools I'm using tech that saves me time instead of adding more work. So I want to talk about how I am able to work so few hours while still managing my business and the memberships and other clients' accounts, all the things. So I mostly use the post prompts that I share with my members to use every week, which saves me a ton of brain space. And then I just have to strategize it for where I'm at with my business and my followers and, kind of tailor it to me. But having that plan of what to post for myself and clients, like I said, just saves a ton of brain space. So I'm not spending hours each week trying to figure out what to post. I'm not doing it the hard way. I have a clear plan. I'm not doing a bunch of guesswork or brainstorming. And I batch out as much stuff as I can and schedule it ahead of time so I don't have to show up live. And I do this for, again, myself and my clients. I batch schedule them in Metricool, which is very easy to use and much less glitchy than the Meta Business Suite. And if you only do it for one account, like one business, it's free. So highly recommend. I also love the way they put their insights together, their like data analytics stuff. It's much easier to read than on Instagram itself. And being able to schedule things ahead of time just lets me show up without being tied to my phone, which I love. Emails. A lot of online businesses, as you should, are using emails for marketing and for weekly newsletters. I joined a membership. It's Liz Wilcox's email marketing membership. It takes literal minutes to pull up one of her templates and make a newsletter and draft it and schedule it. And I love it. It's so easy. They're really fun and engaging. And it's, again, saves me a bunch of time and brain space, which is my dream here. So if email writing stresses you out, if you're not sure how to nurture your audience via email or what to do with your email list once you have one, definitely check out the email marketing membership. I will put a link to it in the show notes. Now, for the bigger things like writing email funnels, writing copy for sales pages, I am in a membership for that as well. Because even though I am a solopreneur, it's important to have support in different things, especially where you're not an expert. And I am in Copy Classroom with Stacey Braga. She was on the podcast as a guest a few episodes back, but I am able to get all of my copy reviewed by her, and it is amazing. Seriously, my conversion rates on copy have gone up so much because of this. It is absolutely worth every penny, and I highly, highly recommend it because good copy equals more sales. So this lets me write less but sell more, knowing I have good copy that works and I can reuse it in other ways. Or if I write new copy, I can just have her review it to make sure it's as good as it needs to be. Something I hear people say takes a ton of time is editing their reels. Use CapCut. It's very easy. Saves me a ton of time. There's templates on there. It adds auto captions for you that I like better than the one in Instagram. Although Instagram is or Meta, I suppose, is coming out with their own video editing app for Reels. I believe it's called Edits. You can get on the wait list for it now, but I don't think it comes out until March. I'm not sure which day exactly, but it looks pretty cool and I am excited to check it out. But knowing Meta, there's probably going to be glitches. But CapCut is fast and easy and works really well and definitely recommend. Because editing doesn't have to be complicated and it doesn't have to take hours, and CapCut does make it just super fast and easy. Now, when it comes to this podcast, or if I'm doing any masterclasses for my membership or trainings, things like that, I use a program called Descript to edit. Again, super fast and easy. I can just like delete words in the transcript and it'll delete the audio or video or whatever it is I'm editing. It uses a lot of AI features to like make the sound better and to cut out retakes automatically and cut out filler words so I'm not saying and like every 5 seconds. It makes the editing process so fast and so easy. It cuts that time way down. So love it. 10 out of 10. So when I'm able to use these things to make my systems work easier and my strategies more powerful, it means that when my kids wake up, I'm not stressed about getting work done. When we're going on a field trip Friday, I'm not glued to my phone. I'm able to be present and like hang out and learn about whales or giraffes or whatever it is that we're doing right along with them. It means that I'm able to find time to do the things I want to do without feeling like I should be doing something for my business because it's just running in the background, ready to go. Because that's really the best part. Like I'm still making sales. I love getting those Stripe notifications on my phone while I'm feeding giraffes at Wild Nova or sitting on a park bench watching my kids go down the slide for the 15th time in a row. Because when you set up your business to work for you, you don't have to constantly be working. So if Instagram or your business is feeling just like an endless hamster wheel, here is what I want you to know. More hours does not necessarily equal more success. Having systems and strategy in place will save you a ton of time and brain space. And smart tools let you automate and simplify without sacrificing results. So take a look at like where you're spending your time in your business and really think about how you can automate what you can, strategize and turn it more into a system rather than feeling like there's constantly stuff for you to do, and you have to be glued to your phone or your laptop to get it all done. And all of the things I mentioned, I will put links for in the show notes if you want to check them out. They really have made a big difference for me, and I would never recommend something that I would not stand behind 200%. So check out the show notes for links to all of the apps, softwares, memberships that I mentioned. And remember, you don't necessarily have to do more to get more results. You just have to have the right strategy, the right tools and systems set up that let you focus on what actually moves the needle and cut out the noise so you can have time to live your life and not just be working constantly. If you have a tool or membership that has made your business more simple to run, more effective, that you want to share with others, that I can share for you, I would love it if you DM'd it to me on Instagram so I could share it with others, or if you hit the send us a text little thing at the top of the show notes. Let me know there what it is so I can share that with other mompreneurs as well. I would absolutely love that, and I'm sure the rest of my audience would as well. If you do DM me on Instagram, my handle is @socially.yours.strategist. Thank you so much for listening to Mompreneur Mastery's simple Instagram strategy for busy moms. If you were listening to this episode and found yourself nodding along, I would love it if you would find me on Instagram and send me a message telling me your biggest takeaway. My handle is @socially.yours.strategist. And don't forget to grab your free 1 month of Conversation Starters content calendar so that you know exactly what to post to get more comments without spending hours brainstorming Instagram post ideas. You can get it at sociallyyours.biz/content-calendar or head to the link in the show notes.